Hello everyone, welcome to your reading for Thursday, August 27th and Friday, August 29th. So I'll be using 6 cards again. 3 cards for Thursday's reading will come from the Vintage Wisdom Oracle, and 3 cards for Friday's romance reading will come from the Whispers of Love, the Romance Angels, and I'm also using the Soul Lessons and Soul Purpose Oracle, and that is a very interesting reading, so you guys will definitely want to be sure that you watch that. So let's go ahead and start Thursday's reading, and I will have my affirmation calendar back for next week's readings. I'm really not sure how many people are actually interested in the affirmations, but I love them because it helps me to get off to a really positive start for my day. So I will be bringing those back. But for Thursday's reading, I'm going to start by showing you the first 2 cards, Kindred Spirits and Faith. So in the Kindred Spirits card, you can see that there are 2 women who are laughing, and it looks as though they are embracing each other. So Kindred Spirits are normally people I think of as friends. Really good friends, people that you get along so great with that you feel like you've known them your entire life, and you could have only known them for a week, but you connect on such a deep level that these people just get you. They really understand you. And sometimes you can have this connection with certain family members. Sometimes our family can be our best friends. This can be anyone, but I really don't see Kindred Spirits as being sort of like a romantic relationship. I see it more as something platonic, something between friends. So for those of you who are feeling alone, and you're feeling like there's no one who loves you, if you're feeling like you wish you had a strong friendship with someone, you wish that there was someone out there who could be your best friend, who could understand you, who would be there to support you and love you, I feel like if you don't have someone in your life right now, then eventually this person will be coming into your life. But some of you do have people like this around you, and you just may not be able to see it. And for whatever reason, I'm feeling like this is definitely the time when you would want to surround yourself with people who love you, especially if you're going through a stressful time in life. And seeing the Faith card, to me, this is all about not only having faith in that person and in the strength of your friendship, but also surrounding yourself with people who are going to uplift you in these difficult moments, and who are going to help you to maintain a positive attitude despite whatever you're going through. Sometimes all you need is a positive word from a friend to help you gain a better perspective about whatever situation you're going through, especially when you're thinking that there is no hope, and then you have a really good friend who's there for you, and they help you to see something in a more positive light. And that is one of the best things about having a really strong friendship or having a really strong connection with someone. And the last card is Harmony. So to me, this carries a very similar message. To me, harmony is about love, it's about joy, it's about contentment, it is about peace, and life is just so much more beautiful when you have a good friend in your life to share things with, when you have people who are there to support you, when you have a shoulder to lean on, someone who's been with you through all of your tears, and someone who can make you laugh. And this is what some of you are missing. And if you're going through a difficult time right now, I feel like these cards are asking you to lean on these people for support. And at the same time, if you have people in your life who do not appreciate you, people who are not acting like a good friend or a good support system, these are people who would belittle you, who would talk about you behind your back, who are not supportive, you would definitely want to limit those people. I've noticed that a lot of people have difficulty letting go of others, especially if you've been friends for a long time, especially if these are like childhood friends or people you've known for decades. because we live in a type of society that measures friendships by longevity. And so that sort of says that it doesn't matter how poorly these people treat you, because you've been friends so long, that you should value that friendship. But to me, friendships are about love. They're about togetherness. They're about support. And if you're not getting that from your friends, then you have to really question if they are friends at all, and if that is a relationship that is worth continuing. And it doesn't mean that you have to cut these people out of your life completely, but if they are bringing you down, and if they're making you feel bad about who you are, then you really should consider limiting your contact with them at least. And just make sure that you surround yourself with people who are supportive. You need people who are going to uplift you, and people who are going to help you through difficult times in life. And again, you want to make sure that you are a good friend for all the people in your life as well. The best way to receive love and support is by giving it. So that concludes the reading for Thursday. Let's start the romance reading. So as I was saying earlier, I woke up this morning and I decided, instead of using just the romance angels or just the whispers of love, because I usually alternate each week, I decided, why not use one card from both? And you know, this is the reason why it is good to do live shuffles. I can see why so many people prefer to do that, because look at the first two cards that came up. Actually, the card from the romance angels jumped out. True love and true love. Very synchronistic. So I feel like this is a really strong message for a lot of you who are watching. I remember the romance angels true love card came up, I believe, the last time that we used this deck. No, maybe not the last time, but it has come up recently. And here it is again. This is the card that literally jumped from the deck. So I would have liked to have done a live shuffle so that you guys can see that I did not fix the cards. This is a really strong sign for people who are wondering if someone that you're interested in is your true love or not. I feel like this is a great big yes. And if you're wondering if your true love is out there, if you're ever going to meet your true love, again, the answer is yes. So this is a really good sign if you're single or if you're in a relationship. And I really don't know what more to say about these cards, except that if this person is your true love, is definitely something that you can build on. Love is a really good and solid foundation because it's not based on something shallow. This is a once in a lifetime love. Actually, that is what both cards say. This is the romance of a lifetime. This love is a once in a lifetime love. So for those of you who are looking for a sign, here it is. But just because this is your true love, it doesn't necessarily mean that life is going to be all sunshine and roses. You have ups and downs, as all people do. But a lot of you have been encouraged to work on your relationships, and this is why. This is your true love. And for those of you who are single and who are worried that you're never going to meet anyone, your true love is out there. So you have every reason to remain hopeful and positive about it. So I'm going to move on to the last card, and this card is from the Soul Lessons and Soul Purpose Oracle, the Creative No. And this is very interesting. Here you have two cards about true love, and then you have the Creative No. And the Creative No is basically all about figuring out creative ways to say no to someone. A lot of people have trouble saying no, especially when it concerns someone that you love. You might think, well, this person is the love of my life, or this is my soulmate or my twin flame. I'm going to do whatever they want. I would do anything for them. And that is very sweet and loving, but sometimes you have to put yourself first. You can't bend over backwards to please someone if it's hurting you. So I feel like this card is encouraging you to express yourself more, to be open and be honest with this person. If there's something that they're doing that you don't like, if there's something that's hurting you, if there's something that's inconveniencing you, you need to be honest. And there are ways of saying that without hurting someone's feelings. Well, sometimes, because some people are really sensitive and they take everything personally. But this card is asking you to learn how to say no. And I feel like if you're being asked to learn how to say no, you might have some things that are buried inside that you're not expressing. So just think about what it is that annoys you about this person, because even if this is your true love, there are things that we're not going to like about them. There are things that are definitely going to annoy you at times. There are things that they can say or do that hurt you. So you really need to learn how to express your emotions, but do so in a way that does not put them on the defensive. And sometimes, again, it's hard to do that because some people take things personally. But sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it that matters. And this might also be something that is coming from the person that you're interested in or the person that you're with. They might have said some things that disappointed you and you're having trouble accepting that. And in that respect, this card would mean to me not to take things so personally, because this person might have a really difficult time expressing themselves to you. So try not to take things personally. Try to see the other person's point of view. But if you're keeping your emotions inside, it's just like filling a balloon with air. Eventually it's going to burst. So make sure that you are being truthful, you're being honest, you're expressing yourself in a healthy way, in a loving way, in order to maintain the harmony, but also in order to just express anything that is bothering you. But these are really, really positive cards. Again, for those of you who are wondering if these are relationships or continuing, just because you love someone doesn't mean that life is going to be perfect. But because you have this true love, that is definitely something that you can build on. So I hope you all enjoy this reading. Thanks so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you this weekend.